You know, I mean, if anything, it's pretty simple-minded. So basically, what I want to ask you, or if anyone else who wants to join in, I never heard of a Jamaican person call himself African Jamaican. I never heard of a Canadian, a black Canadian person, or someone that's black living in Canada. Well, maybe two or three, but consistently call themselves African Canadians. Maybe a foreigner or something, but that's my whole point. It's just, I hear people when they call themselves from Jamaica, no matter what colors they're in Jamaica, they're from Jamaica, they're Jamaican. And more blacks need to embrace American. And basically when I brought up the difference between African and black American is you have American people who are of African descent that have long lineage here in the States, have an identity problem. You have people that want to stray away from America mindset wise and be about Africa, which is that's them. Then you got black Americans, they know that African history, but at the same time they embrace everything else around them. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm over 10 minutes. Anyway, that going, I don't know how simple I can break it down. And I'm not talking about, again, I say this again, I'm not talking about the immigrants. I'm talking about the people who have been here for a long time. I'm talking about the ones that, like I said, I had slaves, ancestors just like most black American people do. And also I have Indian ancestors. I was fortunate enough to take time to learn about my history, to talk to my grandparents and my great-grandparents and stuff. Able to go see things. My parents were able to see things and look at things like. And I just can't simply categorize myself as one thing. And I mean, not just talk about myself in particular. It's just, a lot of people go through this. A lot of people go through this. And no, it's not self-hatred. I don't know who the hell wrote that. It's not self-hatred. It's more like, well, do we really need to separate ourselves categorically like that? I mean, I go and look at these applications or paperwork or whatever it says, check what race are you. Either I don't feel that at all, I just put other or something because it just really, I just really don't get into that because it just don't matter to me. It's irrelevant, I mean, everybody has blood. All men has men stuff, and all women has women stuff. No matter what skin tone you are, right? It does kind of. I do have to look weird sometimes when I listen to commercials or watch television, and especially like in channels like BET or the black media type related material. And here, more black people get cancer, more black people get this, more black people's in danger of that, more African American people in danger of that. And I'm like, okay, for example, like breast cancer, that's a good one. Breast cancer, we all know breast cancer is a serious issue. So, I mean, is it that serious for me to know that it hits black people worse? It's just why you want to keep on making the negative more negative. Are you trying to pull the race card with breast cancer when you don't have to? Because, I mean, breast cancer really doesn't discriminate. That's just an example I'm bringing. But, like I said, stuff like that, it's hard for me to take very seriously. Not necessarily, I mean, I take breast cancer very seriously, but I'm just trying to say the racial implementations about it. I mean, you can't tell me that person, a black woman who has breast cancer is any less or more important than a white woman or an Asian woman or a mixed racial woman with breast cancer. Like I said, what I'm saying is just an example in relation to common social things related to race. And even with this election coming up and stuff, with the presidential election, it's ridiculous because you got a lot of people who's like are voting for the black man. I'm like, okay, why? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out why, besides the obvious. People tell me, oh, go look at this website. I mean, why do I need to look at the website? Why don't you just tell me? Why don't you just go out there and say? Then, you know, you got the woman, and it pretty much goes along the same thing. Vote for me because I'm a woman. Really? Okay, what else you can do? I already know the obvious. We know the obvious. Can we go above the obvious, beyond the obvious? That's what I'm trying to say, and that's really the whole point of my difference between African American and Black American. I'm not trying to negate one or the other. It's just that African, in quotations, people are more embracive to Africa in learning knowledge from the curiosity aspect. Black American people who are more aware of Africa, not as curious compared to the African American, but at the same time we're aware that we ain't going nowhere, we don't need to go nowhere. So if y'all go back to Africa, people want to go back to Africa, go back to Africa. Or go to Africa if you haven't been there before. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't know too many people have a problem with it. And you shouldn't have a problem with me. Same here. No matter how pissed off of the system, you know. But let me go ahead and conclude, because I don't feel like broadening this out more than I need to. But just drop a line, holler back, catch you later, something like that. Alright.